Hello students, I guess you are all fine and in good health. In this particular audio presentation, I will revise once again the chapter The Address from Snapshots. So dear students, as you can see, I have given the heading The Address written by Marga Minko. Some important background information let me discuss first. The story The Address is all about the human predicament that follows the war. Because in this story we get to know about a character whose family, whose house, everything was destroyed after the Second World War. And the main character, she was a Jewish girl. We get to know that information also. The story narrates how a daughter goes to her native place in Holland in search of her mother's belongings after the war. Now, that is the main theme of the story, dear students. How a daughter goes in her quest. Quest means in her search for her mother's belongings after the end of the horrible, or rather to say, after the end of the devastating World War II. The Address is a story relating to the prosecution of the Dutch Jews during the Second World War. Prosecution or execution or killing of the Dutch Jews by the Nazi soldiers during the Second World War. It is a very sad yet touching story about how a lady wants to relive the memories attached with the things her mom and she owned before the destructive and meaningless war took place. Not only the things, actually, dear students, the things are the identity. And the lady or the narrator or the Jewish girl, she was very, very desperate to get back her identity. So her mother things were not only precious things, but indirectly it is the long lost identity that she cherished a lot and she wanted to get that back at any cost. The Address is related to the aftermath of the Second World War. Aftermath means the late consequences or the later consequences that happened after the Second World War. War brings destruction, pain, and loss of lives, which impact humans in various ways. Now, these things are very much synonymous with war. These things are very much identical with war. Destruction, number one, pain, and loss of lives. These things are very much associated with war. We all know this. However, this story speaks about the narrator and mother's life, how they are disrupted due to war. Now, this particular story, that is The Address written by Marga Minko, it speaks about the narrator and narrator's mother, Mrs. S, as we know that is her name given in the chapter, how their life was totally destroyed. Disrupted means totally destroyed due to the horrible and devastating Second World War. Now, dear students, the intro and the basic concept regarding the story I already discussed with you right now. Now, I will move on to some of the important characters. And you know, characters are actually the soul of a story. So, characters are very important. The first one is the villainous character, Mrs. Dowling. She was extremely rude person that can be well judged by the way she treated the narrator, and she treated the narrator in a very cruel manner. She was very rude. She faked complete ignorance when asked if she recognized the narrator. Actually, to be very honest, she recognized the narrator, but she was not at all interested to have a conversation with the narrator because she knew at the back of her mind what was the real intention of the narrator to visit her house. Why? Because we all know the narrator wanted to see her mother's belongings. That was the real reason why the narrator visited the house of Mrs. Dowling. She was extremely unwilling to strike a polite, decent conversation with the narrator. Even she was not at all interested, she was reluctant. Dear students, unwilling means reluctant. She was reluctant to have a conversation with the narrator, and that was the reason she told the narrator to come again some other day, because at this moment she doesn't have any time to spare or spend with her. Now the second important character is obviously the innocent mother of the narrator. Her full name has not been given, only Mrs. S been used. So she was a great Jewish woman who became victim of war. She had been living peacefully in Holland with her daughter, and her daughter is actually the narrator of the story. The author, when they had to leave in a hurry to save their life because of the devastating Second World War, as you know by this time, Mrs. S was a perfect homemaker. She had an admirable collection of household things such as crockery, cutlery, and upholstery. But the important thing is that she was very innocent, and at the same time she was very ignorant also. And Mrs. Doling, she was a shrewd and a cunning woman. She renewed her friendship with the narrator's mother in order to take all those essential things from her in the name of friendship, but actually her intention was never to be a friend of the narrator's mother. I think I made myself very clear. Now I am moving on to another important character, that is the narrator, the main or the pivotal character or the principal character of this story. The narrator is a Jewish girl or a Jewish lady, we can say, who faced the pain, sufferings and losses, including the irreparable loss of her dear mother in war. Her mother, she lost her mother in war, and it is something irreparable loss that can't be repaired again. She is a brave and courageous girl who faces the challenges of a lonely life after the war is over, because she used to stay in a one-room flat. She faced the loneliness and challenges that her life gave to her, and her life was mainly very much lonely. She is attached to her mother's things, and after returning to her mother's things and after returning to her home city, she goes to Mrs. Doling to claim her mother's things back. Now after the war was over, she went to meet with Mrs. Doling in order to claim from her the things that actually belonged to her mother. Mrs. Doling was very indifferent. She was very cold in her attitude. Her behavior was very discouraging, and Mrs. Doling was not at all interested to talk with the narrator, as we know by this time. Not only that, she had already suffered many losses, including the irreparable loss of her dear mother, and even Mrs. Doling was so much rude in her behavior towards her that finally the narrator decided to forget the address. She decided to leave her mother's belongings, and all these things ultimately make her more miserable. At the end of the story, we find her to be a lonely girl, and we find that she was very much eager to forget the nightmarish memories that is associated with her mother's belongings. Now another important character is definitely Mrs. Doling's daughter. Her character was opposite to her mother, because Mrs. Doling, she was very rude, but thank God her daughter was a bit kind-hearted. She was polite, calm and sweet, and she welcomed the author in a very polite way, because the second time when the narrator or the author went to that particular address, 46 Marconi Street, Mrs. Doling was not at home at that time. So in her absence, her daughter welcomed the narrator. Now those are the characters that I discussed, 4 important characters. Now the important theme is the main theme of the story. What is the main theme of the story? The address by Marga Minko revolves around the theme of crisis, and crisis that happened because of the devastating impact of the Second World War that we as an individual encounter in our daily life. War brings destruction. War is never creative in nature. War is always destructive in nature. And what war brings to our lives? War brings destruction. War brings pain, loss of lives, and all these things impact our life in a great ways, or we can say in various ways. However, this story speaks about the narrator and mother's life, how they are disrupted due to the war. Now, dear students, I am moving on to the next topic, but before that, I want to discuss it a bit regarding this. War actually means destruction, loss of life, pain, and all these things, and all these things are found in this particular story, the address. Now, the summary of the story. The narrator went to 46 Marconi Street to see Mrs. Doling, but we know that Mrs. Doling was reluctant to meet with the narrator. And Mrs. Doling understood what was the main reason for the narrator's visit to her house, because at the back of her mind she realized that the narrator came to take her mother's belongings. And as you know, by this time she was reluctant to meet with the narrator, and her behavior was very rude when the narrator came to meet with her. The narrator was a bit confused initially whether she came to the right place, but when she saw that Mrs. Doling was wearing her mother's cardigan or sweater, she became quite aware that yes, I came to the right place. Now the important thing is that the narrator was very much depressed because Mrs. Doling closes the door, and she went back to the railway station. She remembered some of her past incidents that is related with her life, and she also remembered that her mother was the one who actually introduced her to Mrs. Doling, and Mrs. Doling came to their house frequently before the war started, and each time she used to come to her house, she used to carry her mother's valuable things with her, and she told her mother that she would keep them safely in her house, so that during the war, if they had to leave the country, their valuables would be safely kept with her. And she even assured the narrator's mother, Mrs. S., that when the war will get over, she can come to her house and she can actually get those things back from her. The narrator was disgusted on seeing her mother's belongings, because she hadn't expected her mother's things to be kept in such a haphazard manner. And it actually shows that Mrs. Doling, she was a very tasteless and a callous kind of a old lady. She realized that those things are important to her as they were associated with her mother and her past life, but the way those things were kept actually made the narrator very, very sad. Now disconnected from them and being used so callously, those things have no value for her. And she decided to leave all those things behind, and she thought that in a one room rental flat also it is not possible to store all those things. See, it is written here because she used to live in a small rented apartment, and in that small rented apartment there is no place to keep the things. Finally, she decides to go back and forget the address, and she feels that that compares to that, this was the easiest thing to forget. But we know it very well, as far as human psychology is concerned, she will try her level best to forget the address, but we know it is practically impossible for her to forget the address. Dear students, kindly listen to this revisional audio from the address, and if there is any doubt, kindly clarify. Thank you, students. Thank you all.